Chào các bạn, mình là Minh đến từ Courage Ielts và trong video này I'm gonna give you some IELTS speaking part 2 and 3 sample on the topic of technology. Technology has become an indispensable part in our daily lives and it's hard to imagine our lives without it. Chúng ta hãy cùng bắt đầu với phần speaking part 2. Cue card của chúng ta là describe a piece of technology that you feel is difficult to use. You should say when you got it, what you got it for, how often you use it, and explain how you feel about it. Sau 1 phút thì đây là những gì mình đã viết được ra nháp. Let's get started. This might be surprising to some, but a piece of technology that I struggle to use is actually my phone. It's a bit funny when I say it out loud because people usually think that young individuals like me are supposed to be tech savvy, but somehow I'm just the outlier in this case. I'm not talking about basic functions like sending a text message or making a call. Those are the things that even old people can get the hang of quite easily. I got my hands on my first phone when I was in secondary school. It was a Nokia keypad phone, which was very outdated by modern standards. My parents gave it to me in case of emergencies, like I somehow got into an accident, or it could even be one of those far-fetched scenarios that my overprotective mom had in mind, like me being kidnapped. But I most likely used it to call my dad to pick me up from school. I've had a phone for the better part of my life, but I still struggle with slightly more advanced functions like recording my screen, changing the password, or saving my images and videos on iCloud. Every time I need to do one of those things, I'll just have to go online and look for a tutorial, and I'll forget about it very quickly. And the next time around when I need to change the background of my phone, for example, the process repeats itself. It can be tiring sometimes considering the sheer number of other complicated functions that are built in the phone. If my brother is around who is quite good with technology, I'll just give my phone to him so he can get things sorted out for me instead of wasting my time trying to seek a solution online. Nếu các bạn thấy những câu trả lời mẫu của mình hữu ích thì hãy ấn vào nút like và subscribe, ấn cả vào nút chuông ở phía dưới nữa để các bạn không bỏ lỡ những sample tiếp theo nhé. Just 5 seconds of your time can help me out a lot and I really appreciate your support for the channel. Let's move on to speaking part 3. 5 câu trả lời mẫu với chủ đề công nghệ và câu hỏi thứ nhất. One of the most common devices out there right now is definitely the computer. Most households and offices have it, and schools even make learning how to use a computer a compulsory subject. There's no hiding from it. You might be able to get away with not knowing how to use your phone, but the same can't be said with the computer. A student needs it to study, especially in tertiary education, and I can't even imagine a worker not having a personal computer at the workplace. It's not only the most frequently used device, but also an integral part of life in my experience. I think there's an obvious answer for that. They want to gain more profits. If a company delays the release date of a product, this means that they're losing out on the precious time to generate more revenue and expand their business. It's what every company aims for, to create a higher quality product in the shortest amount of time possible. We can clearly see this in the gaming industry, where giant game developers like Ubisoft and Nintendo constantly release AAA games. Sometimes they're even willing to create a game with sloppy and unpolished mechanics just to get us to keep buying from them. Splurging money on a brand new iPhone essentially means to the world that they have the financial means to do so. The main reason why this happens all the time is that people are obsessed with social status. More often than not, they'll upload a video of themselves unboxing it online so others can see. I also have to give credit to Apple because of their ingenious marketing strategies that tap into the insecurities in the mind of consumers. Apple has managed to create an inextricable link between their products and high social standing, and as human beings, we desire status from a phone like that more than just new features. The way I see this is there's a huge gap between the kinds of technology available in cities compared to small towns. Let's talk about the availability of a laptop, for example. If you travel to a rural area in Vietnam, more specifically to the mountains, many people there don't really know how to use a laptop or even understand what a laptop actually is. What I see in reality is that most families there don't have a laptop. Maybe they have a basic smartphone, but just a Nokia at most. On the other hand, if we look at urban residents, we can see that a laptop is an essential part of their everyday life. Students use it to make presentations, gain access to online materials, and complete assignments. Office work also requires everyone to have it as well. What I reckon is that both genders are obsessed with technology in their own unique way. Men tend to splurge money on gaming gear such as a graphics card, a large 4K resolution monitor, or a state-of-the-art cooling system for their PC. On the other hand, women tend to buy pieces of technology that give them social status. No matter if it's the latest iPhone or one of those Dyson vacuum cleaners, all of them fit the bill. Not necessarily because they find them useful, but these devices sure make them look better in the eyes of others, especially in the age of social media when everything is being shared online. Cảm ơn mọi người đã đón xem video của mình. Ngoài việc upload trên YouTube, mình còn có những buổi livestream chữa bài IELTS Writing vào tối thứ Tư lúc 10 giờ 30 hàng tuần. I'm sure you don't want to miss out on that. Nhưng chẳng may nếu có miss một buổi thì mình có up lại những buổi livestream sessions ở trong nhóm kín trên Facebook tên là Chiến thần IELTS. Mình sẽ để link ở dưới phần mô tả nhé. Thank you for watching and see you guys in the next video.